Cloud9 versus Ghost, a rematch of the North American Final in Season 4, and we have it in the first round of the Regional Championships in Season 5.
Yeah, last time, obviously, Cloud9 dominated 4-1, but they've been faltering as of late. This is the biggest slump they've ever had with 3 losses in a row, uncharacteristic, and I was trying to figure out what is causing it, and a lot of it just has to do with their laying off on the pressure. A lot of the times you see Cloud9 come in with that pressure and deny boost. They've actually been going for the safe rotation and backing out and just kind of controlling that midfield. Want to see them get up and aggressive. As for Ghost, now's your chance.
Especially with Gimmick, who was, in the first 4 series, averaging 1.6 goals per game. That was
unheard of.
Unheard of. In the final 3 games, only 0.31. So we'll see if Gimmick and Cloud9 can come alive. Ghost, on the other hand, they're going to try to shut them down. They just barely snuck in to the playoffs. Had to watch in horror as CLG beat Cloud9 in a sweep. Now Torment in the corner. Squishy's going to turn around for that ball. Zane Jackie with the clear attempt. Matt over into the corner. Gimmick, he's going to miss that hit. Torment will have to clean up. Lethamir with the win there. A chance for Zane. Zane hits that ball off to the side. Squishy was able to get a piece. Now Squishy off the backboard. It's going to drop straight down. Squishy challenging that one. A chance for Gimmick. Torment put that pass off the sidewall. Double commit there from Matt and Zane. Side flip from Torment. Ball out into the middle. Lethamir racing towards it. Gimmick able to challenge. Squishy up against Matt. Ball bouncing down. Gimmick's going to have a chance. Puts it over for Squishy. Squishy went for the bump. A chance for Torment to put the shot in, and that one's blocked by Matt.
So far, Ghost doing a good job on their rotations, not overlapping too much. They need to be careful. They need to make sure they can get this out of their own half, because eventually boost is going to become a problem.
Torment putting a shot in there. Squishy getting that boost deal. Cloud9 has just been controlling the pace so far.
Only a couple shot attempts from Ghost, and immediately shoved right on back.
A long clear from left. That's going to go off the ceiling. That was actually a threatening shot. Gimmick had to make that save.
That's what Gibbs talked about. We don't want to see Leth hold onto the ball too much on defense. So it could be a very dangerous situation.
Oh. And a long clear from Squishy. He's going to try to beat that final defender. However, Matt, that shot also threatening. Now Lethamir off the backboard. Torment makes the read. He's going to chase this down as well. Bounces it past Zane Jackie. He's going to go up against Matt now. But Matt shut down that play.
Fantastic decision by Matt.
And that pass in as well, just fantastic. Gimmick put his shot high. But that's something that we have not seen from Cloud9 that they are known for, is these infield passes. Something that we saw Gale Force do so well against Complexity. Something we see Cloud9 do all the time, but they just haven't been playing that way lately.
No, their season really has been the leading of Squishy's mechanics down to midfield to a Gimmick who's been waiting. But rather than mixing it up, they've kind of slowed down from that kind of style. When they used to be known as a team that could score from pretty much anywhere with a quick counterattack.
Lethamir, he's going to strike first for Ghost.
Just seeing them work the field on this one, a player waiting on every aspect of the pitch. But the big difference, everybody thinking Zane's going to go to that corner, decides to play it back inside, and then the shot from Lethamir, top left. Yeah, 3 minutes going by.
You talk about options. Carpet and Chogan, they broke down the options there. And you said it, Zane Jackie had multiple options. I honestly thought he was going to blast it into the corner, but he just had a sweltering center ball, and there's another center ball. Matt gets the second goal for Ghost, and they extend the lead.
Last time this Ghost season came down to that regional play, they were able to bring it all the way to the finals and beat Cloud9. Instead, they're bringing it to him here in game number 1.
This could be alarming for Cloud9 fans. Your team in a slump, and now in game 1, Ghost, team that finished near the bottom of league play, almost getting another goal there, is now putting it to Cloud9 up 2-0 with less than 2 minutes left to go.
Still, Zane Jackie, the last in shooting percentage, missing another one there. Ghost really wants to take this one out of control. Those are the ones that they need to put away.
Torment is going to chase this down. Tries to pass that over to Gimmick, but that was read by Zane. Now Gimmick downfield. Matt leaves it for Zane Jackie. Zane hits it right to Squishy, a center ball. Torment's there, but Matt gets in the way. Gimmick takes control. Centers it again, or tries to rather. Gets it up to Squishy. Squishy had a odd takeoff there. Now Torment over to Squishy. Squishy is going to head it down. 1 minute left. CLOUD9 down by 2. Matt gets the clear, finally relieving some pressure. He wave dashed towards the boost, but Squishy still got the demo. Now Squishy trying to take his time. He gets the dunk, but that one's just going to sail across the net. Gimmick with the pop. Zane Jackie's there, puts it directly across the field. Torment's going to take control. Gimmick racing in. Lethamir beats him. Now Leth's going to go for that pass right to Matt, but Zane jumped to the gun a bit. But still only 15 seconds left. Torment backing off of that ball. This time's just going to melt away. And we did not see this coming. A 2-0 win in game number 1 in favor of Ghost.
Huge difference maker here is how Ghost is really controlling that pitch. The big thing is their decision making. Plenty of times, normally they would wait for the ball to come to them. Instead, a primary challenge for Matt, turning on it immediately. The ability to maintain and buy that extra bit of time. You see Zane Jackie getting a little bit more involved. Obviously, there is still some double commits happening. You saw it right at the end towards there too. They clean that stuff up, and these shots get a little bit more accurate. We've got a very dangerous Ghost on our hands.
And, you know, I've been watching Zane, and I've been going back and watching their series that they played. Yes, Zane Jackie has a horrible shooting percentage, the worst shooting percentage. He's not someone you look to make shots go into the back of the net. But what he really does do a good job of is facilitating goals in rough situations. Like we just saw in that game, that pass out to Lethamir, that was marvelous.
It was right on the money. That's what he needs to be doing. If you're not going to be the one to put the goals, at least lead the charge. Something that Classics has been doing so great, and that we saw last series. You even saw it from Ziz, a player who also has a really tough time making the back of the net. They're facilitating that offense, whether it be bumps or demos or otherwise. Just make sure once you commit to that, as soon as that play happens, you need to get back out so you're not an issue where the defense is wide open. That's been their big mistake, is too many times they try to facilitate it too much rather than getting out, play the safe ball, and then bring it back in.
Yeah, it's just where is this Cloud9 team that we have seen? They are the defending North American champions. They had such a good season last season. Many still would regard them as the best team in North America, but this slump it's starting to look serious, and this is the time where they have to step up. There's no more chances for them. This could be the end of their season.
Yeah, it just seems to be, and the problem that I've probably noticed the most is the fact that Torment we've seen play this third-man role for so long, and he just doesn't seem to be doing that anymore. He is moving up a lot on the pitch. He seems to be this now second man in the rotation where he's the one either trying to put away the shot or he's actually leading the charge, which is really weird considering you have players like Squish and Gimmick that do it so well.
But on the other side of the field, you cannot discount Ghost. Gibbs was talking up Matt at the start of the season. Ghost had a great league play. They finished second in the regional championship. They finished top 5 at the world championship. And Lethamir, he's no stranger to upsets. He was on the denial squad that upset G2, preventing them from going to the world championship. So Lethamir, he's used to this situation. He's been in it before.
Yeah, it's a scary situation about the regional championships. Just it all comes down to this day. One of those situations where all they have to do is take this best of 7 and they're into the world championships, and then the grind really begins. So for them, that's pretty much what they're focused on, is how do we shut down this Cloud9 team? And it all starts, shut down Squishy and Gimmick's pass plays. As long as they're not doing that, they're not controlling that midfield, it doesn't matter, because even though they're controlling most of the offense, they are powering in these shots. It hasn't really been anything dangerous just yet. Absolutely,
and we've seen the offense from Cloud9 can be so threatening, but here, they were held scoreless, a shutout from Ghost in game number 1.
Almost like an anomaly. Doesn't really happen too often.
Here we go, game number 2 on Aquadome. And that face-off win, chance for Leth, almost getting a quick dribble goal, a chance off the backboard. Gimmick was able to clear that to safety. Now a chance, Matt missed that one. But a pass right over, that could be bad. Matt. That shot in dangerous, and still possession in favor of Ghost. Not the greatest touch by Torment.
Ghost really had a good opportunity there as well. I'm surprised Matt tried to put that back on net. Looks like we want to draw a defender out. I'd much rather him play that back down midfield to a left who is approaching. Going to put another shot. Worked out earlier.
Now backboard play. Lethamyr going for some demos. Wasn't able to get it. Squishy getting beat to the ball by Matt. Matt going for a double tap. Does get the shot in. Gimmick gets back in time.
Well, we see what Matt can do. Last time these guys faced each other in week 1 was the best performing Ghost we've seen all season. Matt had a bunch of 0-second goals.
Now Squishy taking his time. Just lofted it up for Matt. Easily handled. Now Matt's going to have a passing opportunity. Puts it deep into the other corner. But Lethamyr is able to win that ball. That shot might be on target. Torment not going to take any chances. Clears it away. Zane, that win. Cloud9 still stuck in their own half. Lethamyr beating Gimmick to the ball, and now Matt contests Torment. Lethamyr is also going to challenge Zane with a shot chance. He's going to put it low, and that one bounces past the Cloud9 defense.
Much better job from Zane Jackie already in this series. Just decisive in everything he does. As soon as he's not involved in the play, gets out, gets boost, moves back to the midfield, and waits his turn. Able to put one away there. Ghost again leading the charge.
And Ghost strike first in game 2 as well. They had a shutout versus Cloud9 last game. A demo from Gimmick. That ball bouncing very slowly. Torment is going to clean it up, and Cloud9 equalizes.
Great job for Cloud9. Just Squishy again, showing effort here. Trying to go for that delay underneath, but the demo coming out just forces these guys in a weird situation. And that's what I want to see. Torment cleaning up for this team.
And in that series that Cloud9 lost against G2, Torment was the lead scorer. He had 7 out of the 10 goals in that game.
Just seems to be, ever since that moment, having those 7 goals while the rest of his teammates had like 2. Haven't really been able to work their way back into what worked so well for them in the beginning of the season.
I mean, it's what Cloud9 is best at is those high-speed passing plays. When Torment is having to step up and score, that's not what you're hoping for as Cloud9. That means your traditional formula is not working. Squishy with the demo. Matt downfield. Torment's going to put that into the corner. Follows it up. He's going to try to touch that past the defense. Lethamyr's waiting, though.
Just no boost on him.
And Gimmick, he takes control of the ball. It's a good idea, but that one was shut down by Zane. Another shot coming in. That one off the crossbar. Gimmick turns for it. Blocked by Matt. Now Squishy tried to mind game Lethamyr there, but Lethamyr just challenged that ball immediately. Not the greatest touch from Zane Jackie. Lethamyr's going to have to put it off his own backboard. And that miss by Torment threw Squishy off. That could have been the go-ahead chance for Cloud9.
Just mistakes from 2 teams. Could have been a huge difference maker, playing it back towards their own net rather than the other way. But it does allow for an equal reset.
Gimmick clears it downfield. He's going to have his own hit. Passes it into the middle for Squishy, and that's the combo starting to work together.
Exactly what they're looking for. Apply that pressure up high, force these guys to use boost. But a mistake comes out and a pass back inside. The unselfish play coming up huge for Cloud9. Able to put it back on top.
The Squishy Gimmick combo, that is what makes them deadly, and we see that activated right there. Now Torment. Ball into the corner from Gimmick. Lethamyr taps it down. Squishy is going to pop it up. Gimmick got the demo on Zane. Torment challenging. Gimmick's going to follow this up. Misses the shot. And now Zane's just going to clear it away downfield. Squishy takes control. Matt's going to have to get a good clear here. Keeps it in the corner. But a chance now off the backboard. Now counterattack. Matt is going to put that across the net. Lethamyr trying to use the backboard, but Squishy smelled that out. Just a lot of back and forth play right now, which is in favor of Cloud9, who currently holds the lead at 2-1. Zane getting challenged by Gimmick. Squishy up in the air. Takes control. Challenges left as well. It's going to bounce in his favor. Matt has to try to get rid of the ball. A demo from Squishy as well. Squishy just trying to add pressure. Now Torment getting bumped into oblivion. Zane Jackie's going to put that shot in. Easily blocked by Squishy. Time running out. Lethamyr up to Matt. Squishy puts it right back down towards the ground. Zane going for a double tap. Gimmick hits it aside. Approaching the final opportunity for Ghost. And a miss there. Soon as that ball touches, but not the greatest hit from Squishy. It's going to keep the ball alive. Torment is there, however, and Cloud9 hit the ball to safety and take game number 2.
Able to bounce back, but a lot of it just because of Ghost not able to bring anything back on offense. As soon as they get that clear out, every single player without boost, because of this Cloud9 team just denying it, those front two and in the middle, 100-pound boost, just nothing for Ghost, but I like to see that they are spreading it out, even across the board in shots.
And just a one-goal game here. And there were several one-goal games, I believe, in their first series in the regular season.
Every single one.
Every single game, and 2 of those games went to overtime. So even in the regular season, when these teams matched up, it was close. It was a very close series, and it's proving to be the same. Squishy and Gimmick, they started to show a little bit of what they were capable of. Gimmick had that really savory passing play right in the middle for Squishy to blast in.
Yeah, he dished it up absolutely perfect, but we need to see more of that. A one-time thing isn't going to be enough to beat this Ghost team with how they've been playing. Now that the overlapping and stuff isn't happening as much, players like Zane Jackie are playing a lot smarter with rotating back and getting out of the way. He's doing the simple things where if he's going up on offense, he doesn't find a play, he goes for a demo and then gets out. If he's on defense and it just seems like overlapping, it seems like is automatically being like, okay, just go far post. Just go to the back post and take care of it. Let everybody else kind of fit their way in. And that's kind of creating this overlapping that it was in the past is no longer happening. So it's been fantastic for Ghost to keep it up, but still, these one-goal games, it's a dangerous. And one mistake.
We still haven't seen Gimmick score. Gimmick was the golden striker last season. He had insane numbers through the first 4 series, but this has just been a Gimmick slump. And honestly, the slump is continuing. It was a good pass from Gimmick out there, but what Gimmick is known for, what Gimmick contributes to this Cloud9 team is being on the other end of those Squishy and Torment passes to just hit those shots into the back of the net. And traditionally, he's been the best at it in North America.
Yeah, the stats we're providing before this big slump that they've had, it's just one of those situations. I mean, you can even look at Ghost, who's been doing it quite well. You know, Lethamyr will play it in or Matt will play it in, and even if it goes all the way across, there's usually a player on the opposite side ready to play it right back in. If Gimmick can do that and just set up and kind of create that space, that pressure is eventually going to allow something that we see out of Torment, who has been scoring a majority of their goals, to come in and put them away. So.
Yeah, and Torment, we know that he can step up. We've seen him do it before. The question now is, from Cloud9, is will Gimmick put this slump to rest? If he can start kicking it back up and start getting some goals, that's going to be huge from them, because even if they get this win, so far it hasn't been promising against a team who, honestly, did not have really much success at all in league play. Ghost, they were on the brink of not even making it in. They had to watch as CLG swept. CLG, everyone was thinking that Ghost was going to make it up, but then CLG swept Cloud9 and just needed 1 game win against G2 to knock Ghost out of the regional championship. Yeah, they were 1 game away.
By circumstance. It's crazy to think that we've gotten all the way here. And I mean, even the concept that we're talking about Cloud9, used to talking about them being absolutely dominating on the pitch, just destroying every team in North America. And the fact that we're talking about, like, you know, Gimmick isn't performing how he's used to. You know, we haven't seen these pass plays from them. It's just weird.
It's, you know, I looked at them as invincible because we had NRG.
I mean, rightfully so. Their stats 20-2. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, and we had NRG, you know, in the start of Rocket League. They were just dominant out of the gate. Right. They were the Season 1, Season 2, Season 3 North American champion. It seemed like no one could challenge them in North America. Then in Season 4, the Muffin Men pick up Cloud9 sponsorship,
such a name.
come out of nowhere, and then dominate North America. And they absolutely dominated North America. I was thinking this was the beginning of a new North American dynasty, but what we are seeing is the cooling off of Cloud9.
Yeah, it's weird because normally you see like these guys at the top have a really hard time maintaining the top, and we see it over in Europe. Galeforce is able to try and repeat that process. Same thing for Cloud9, but the difference being is I think that these North American teams are a lot closer than we think, and finally, I think in the first time in these 8 months that Cloud9's been dominant, these teams have finally figured out what is their offense, how does it tick, and how to shut it down. They've been doing a great job of that.
Well, I mean, in the first 4 series, Cloud9 was still making it work. It's just been lately where they've been in this slump. But this is the time. If they can just make it into the World Championship, then they can try to have time to fix things. But Ghost is not making it easy on them.
It's crazy, too, because we didn't see them at all during the offseason. They didn't show up at Leipzig. They weren't in any of the other major tournaments. So for them, like, we really haven't seen them perform on that lane performance other than, you know, their dominant league play at the beginning of the season. So for them, like, they have to figure it out now before it's too late. Luckily, best of sevens are where they do their best. They do like that extra bit of time to kind of figure it out.
But Ghost they've been on point. They've been looking good. We know that Matt is as a top-class striker. Lethemir also just a clutch guy. You know, he might be a little bit of a ball hog at times, might be a little selfish, but he's a ones player. You know, it's a little bit in his nature to play that way. Zane Jackie, he has been passing well. This Ghost team is a formidable team. Just removing classics, this was the team that made it to the finals last season in the North American Regional Championship. So this is not going to be easy for Cloud9. And although Ghost did have a poor season, we expected more out of them.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a very telling series.
Yeah, it's really interesting too, just by the way that these guys have both been playing. I mean, Ghost obviously the antithesis of what we expected. I know you said the complete opposite, but I expected, you know, with the addition of Matt, like, how can't these guys get better? And despite that week one where they played their toughest matchups against Cloud9 and NRG, where they looked their best, we really had this convincing, like, okay, they are here to compete, and then they died off. So what a way to come out when it matters most in this best of 7 to try and give it to Cloud9.
Well, it's been neck and neck so far. We're tied in the series at 1 game apiece here. We have the kickoff of game number 3. Torment off the ceiling. Squishy's going to race to it, but Lethemir bopped him out of the way. Gimmick's going to smash that off the corner. Might follow it up. He does, but Lethemir had the read as well. Squishy getting demoed by Zane Jackie. Squishy wanted to stay in that half a little bit longer, try to be a nuisance. Now clear downfield. Squishy is going to push it further. Got the boost steal as well. But a very long clear from Zane Jackie. And a great pass out into the middle. A chance for Lethemir. He puts a shot in. That one's blocked by Torment. Didn't have a lot of sauce on it. Lethemir perhaps wishing he had another chance, but now Gimmick, he also missed that shot. Clear from Matt. Zane's going to chase it down. Torment across the field. A double tap from Lethemir, trying to get it out in the middle. Now Squishy's going to take control. Trying to slow play it, but Lethemir cuts it off. Torment into the corner. Is going to try to make the second touch. Now has to retreat. Gimmick. A very weak hit to Matt. And the challenge from Squishy, he got demoed, but he did get the clear deep into the Ghost half. Now Gimmick's just trying to force it off the backboard. Torment off the sidewall, is going to chase it again. Squishy up to Zane Jackie, not the greatest clear. Now a chance for Lethemir. All 3 committed. Squishy's going to try to get there. Takes it slow. Ghost able to recover on defense, but not the greatest hit from Zane. Lethemir's going to have to make the play.
I do like the fact that Lethemir isn't afraid to take that risk moving up, as they do need that pressure every single time it's gotten past half field. They have not been able to maintain it. But the credit to their defense, these subtle little touches from Matt and Zane, where the demo to just relieve a little bit of pressure to allow them to breathe, has been absolutely crucial.
And Matt hits it over to Torment, who is waiting. The center ball, and Gimmick's just going to put it high and wide. Now Squishy, he takes the shot, blocked by Matt. And that another chance for Gimmick. Gimmick, we've seen him hit those shots before. Wasn't able to do it here. Torment takes control. Mind games the final defender. And that's going to be the first goal for Cloud9.
What a play from Torment. Gets a beautiful pass and slows it down, but the ability to get underneath and backflip out. These guys have been very direct all game, but he finally goes for the solo play mind game. And man, does it pay off. In a pressure like this, and a time like this, absolutely huge from Torment.
That was a massive goal in a series where Cloud9 has been struggling with the offense.
Well, we talked about how he stepped up last time these guys weren't able to goal. Does it here again when it matters most.
Lethemir with the demo on Squishy. And another demo on Gimmick. Very physical gameplay from him. Squishy missed that hit into the middle. Lethamyr is going to beat Gimmick to that ball. Now a chance for Zane. The net was open. Had he put that on target, Zane, that would have been a goal.
Just felt extremely forced. He knew he had to put it in as quickly as possible, but he got too far around it. Take time to line those up.
It was definitely not an easy shot. Had to take advantage of the net while there were no defenders who were scrambling back. Now Torment's going to chase that down. Lethamyr to himself, but Squishy cuts that pass off. That's going to drop straight down. Zane, Jackie, and Leth and Matt both double commit. Gimmick in position. Squishy hits it to him. But Gimmick wasn't able to get the greatest of hits. Torment, good first touch. He's able to get a piece of the ball to keep control for Cloud9. And now Squishy over to Gimmick. Lethamyr cuts the pass off. Now Squishy waiting to see what Matt does with it. Takes control, good first touch. A shot in, Lethamyr flips and makes it in time.
What a save by Lethamyr last second. #1 in saves per game out of all of North American RLCS at 2.12. And another one of the stat line.
But forget saves. Right now, Ghost need a goal. Torment tried to play that off the backboard. Zane Jackie with a wonderful read. Now a redirect from midfield. Zane Jackie with 13 seconds left ties it for Ghost.
Talking about his accuracy being low, but it doesn't matter with shots like that. Coming up in the midfield and putting one directly on net. Catches this entire Cloud9 team off guard, and with only 13 seconds left, absolutely huge to tie it up.
The lowest shooting percentage in North America, but he can step up and make a shot like that when it counts. Final seconds. A chance for Squishy. He's going to keep it up. Lethamyr hits it down, and we have overtime in Game 3.
Huge moment for Ghost. As the series is tied up, this could be their chance to take the lead. Need to stay on top, especially against a team like Cloud9.
And when these two teams matched up, 2 out of the 4 games went to overtime. And Cloud9 won them both. Now Squishy off the backboard, gets a double touch. Gimmick was there, but Matt got in the way of the shot. Torment off the backboard. Lethamyr takes control, flicks it by Gimmick. Tries to get another touch, keeps control. Torment barrels in and hits it off to the side and gets the shot. Is it on target? No. Zane Jackie got the clear.
Do like the idea. They've been having a really hard time maintaining offense on the side of Ghost. A little bit extra time from that dribble from Lethamyr in the midfield rather than on defense was huge. Bring it back down the other way. I'd like to see them work that in a little bit more. Just only when the space presents itself.
Now Squishy forcing the issue. That's going to go off the crossbar, and Gimmick cleans it up.
You said it. They haven't been able to win in overtime. They don't do it again here. Just Squishy showing up with a solo. First the challenge and then the pop over the top. Beating 2 defenders on his own. Leaves it wide open for Gimmick. Gimmick able to get on the board himself.
It seems like the overtime supremacy continues for Cloud9. They win that overtime there, and really look at the shot differential. Wow.
Again, 2 games back-to-back, 2-1. Just this one going to overtime, but Squishy really stepping up on offense. Double the shots of anyone closest on his team. But still, overall, this Cloud9 team's offense has really been maintaining all that pressure up, and for Ghost, just can't find a way to really hold on. As soon as they get that ball in the other half, it seems like it's immediately put right back at them. And then they're under that onslaught that is Cloud9's offense.
Yeah, they kept it very close, though. The defense for Ghost has been holding strong. And Zane Jackie, that was a massive goal in the final seconds of that game. They're keeping this very, very close. And still, we're seeing Gimmick struggle to get involved a little bit. That last goal, he knocked it in, but that was Squishy that made that play happen. He beat 2 players there at the end and almost got it in himself. Gimmick, he was there to clean it up, which is very important in terms of positioning, but still you can see that it doesn't feel like Gimmick is really, and Cloud9 in general, is playing like the way we have seen them play.
Yeah, it's difficult because a lot of the time they make these plays in the midfield is because they've spread out a lot. They work the field really, really well. We just haven't really seen them from this so far this series, where one player is usually waiting in the midfielder on that side wall to play it back in. I would like to see a little bit of selfish play from Squishy. Take it into your hand like you just did there. Bring it up on the wall. Do whatever you have to do to get it in open space. That's going to draw some defender towards you to make a save. That's when you play it back inside. Let Gimmick put a couple of those shots on net and really gain that confidence back.
Here we go, game number 4. Ghost has been making this a challenge for Cloud9. They're looking to tie up the series. Now Torment into the middle for Gimmick. Lethamyr cuts out the pass. Squishy going for the shot, called Torment off. Torment almost had a cleanup opportunity. Now Squishy goes for the clear. Matt whiffed that ball there, but Zane's gonna get a booming clear. Gimmick challenging Zane, but Zane wins out. Zane still keeping this ball in the corner. Matt comes charging in. Didn't hit the ball very hard. Just jostling for position right now, Cloud9 and Ghost. Gimmick, the good clear in. Lethamyr missed his chance to make the save, and Squishy's just gonna clean this up.
Again, 2 up on offense. You see everybody else rotating back. As Zane comes flying in, he misses that first touch and then a second miss as well. 2 defensive mistakes. Lead it wide open for the duo of Cloud9, and with only a minute in, Cloud9 back on top.
And it really is the mark of a champion when you can win even when you're not playing well. And look at that, Torment, he's gonna come in and clean it up. Squishy is just feeding his team goals.
Just a beautiful read by Squishy. Has been coming down to these single touches for Ghost on defense. Everything is different. If Lethamyr connects on that little bit extra time or the ability to play it downfield, just you see Ghost really sending their all. Just cannot be making those kind of mistakes.
And Squishy has been the MVP so far for this Cloud9 squad, stepping up when they need him. Torment also being such a rock. Gimmick playing well also, but just not the way that we've seen him play in the past. He has had a couple missed chances, but still, Cloud9 able to get these wins.
It's difficult. We hold him to such a high regard, especially with the start that he had. Those stats were astronomical. But he seemed to cool off. Still plenty of time for him to kind of find that light.
Now Torment, long clear downfield. Zane stops the clear, but it's gonna go right to Squishy. Zane got another challenge on that ball. Now Gimmick, downfield. Matt bounces it right to Zane. Zane is gonna clear it long off the backboard. Torment got a piece, but it's still in a dangerous spot. Torment stays on the backboard to get another clear. Ghost doing a good job of challenging these clear attempts. But they still haven't had many shot opportunities. Here's one. Lethamyr almost able to drop that one in. And now a breakaway chance for Squishy. He missed the shot. But Lethamyr so close to scoring that one. Just Cloud9 defense holding strong.
Touch was pretty spot on. Just playing that across his body, down and in. Just Matt, in that situation, I like the fact that he was shadowing. He was trying to be there immediately. But if he would have just given a little bit more space, he would have been able to follow that one in clean. Seems to be that Ghost is literally sending everything on offense. And then keeping one a little bit back.
And Torment there did find Squishy on that infield pass. Squishy tried to make that solo play happen. Popping it to himself, going for the double tap. And that is going to be another chance. Gimmick comes racing in, and for getting the 3rd goal for Cloud9, they're starting to run away with this.
You saw Zane Jackie back there with only 22 boost. He moves up to get another boost pad to put him up to 34, and guess what? As soon as he moves up, a shot comes in. He can't make the jump in time, and he gets punished for it. The pressure of Cloud9, their boost management, showing up huge here in game number 4.
And they're starting to get comfortable controlling the pace of the match. And Gimmick trying to make something happen right there.
Something indeed that was.
Now Gimmick up, trying to refuse Lethamyr that ball. Lethamyr was confused by Gimmick's attempt. He missed it, causing Lethamyr to miss also. Now Squishy. Pass off the backboard to Torment. Torment off the backboard to Gimmick, and Gimmick pinching that with Squishy. Now Lethamyr with the pop-up. Squishy over to Gimmick. We're starting to see Cloud9 use each other more. And a pass down to Torment. Look at that pass from Squishy.
Everybody's spreading the pitch and passes on point. One straight up to Squishy on the backboard. He flips into it and ends up hitting the bottom of his car to kill it in front of the net. What a touch from Squishy. My goodness.
He has been feeding his teammates all day long, continues it there. Cloud9, they're starting to play like we've seen them play before.
We talked about it. Use that mechanical skill, Squishy, to set up your teammates. He's been doing just that, and you look at the score margin, 4-0, really separating between these two.
And this was a big game. It could have been the chance for Ghost to tie it up, and now Cloud9 is going to take a commanding 4-0 victory if this scoreline holds.
Talk about a swinging events too. That overtime coming down, just trying to put it away. And now they're facing this. Having to go up against pretty much match point here once this ball hits the ground. 15 seconds.
And the challenge there from Gimmick. Torment's gonna pop it up to himself. We're seeing Cloud9 just pass to themselves, and Torment going for the shot reset, or the flip reset rather. And Squishy is gonna go for one more highlight play. Torment waiting for the pass. No, it's the shot. Cloud9 just trying to make this a freestyle session inspired by Jazer. But that's gonna be it. Cloud9 take game number 4 and move ahead 3-1. They are on match point.
Dominant situation. We saw it in overtime. Squishy beating 2 to set up Gimmick, doing it all. We wanted to see him do it again this series, and look at him. 3 assists, 5 shots. Absolutely dominant performance up on him on offense. Tells the whole story of that match. Cloud9 just firing on all cylinders.
We're starting to see them heat up. Squishy especially. Torment playing very well. Gimmick, you know, he is solid, but it's not the same Gimmick that we've seen so far, but it doesn't even matter right now. Squishy alone, what he's doing is wreaking enough havoc on the Ghost defense that his teammates can come in and just get these easy goals.
Yeah, it's not only that, too, but he's also going for quite a few demos. You see him controlling that midfield really well with denying that boost as well as just removing the player from the pitch. But that's what makes this Cloud9 team so difficult to play against. We've seen it time and time again where one player just isn't having the best and the other two really step up. Right now, that is Squishy and Torment. They're playing out of their minds, and it is dominating Ghost on defense.
Yeah, Squishy, and every player of Cloud9 there, it looked like a freestyle Friday with Jazer going for the flip resets.
We saw 2 in a row, and I'm like, really? Is there another one? Okay, guys. I mean, we get it. You're good. You know, no need to show off to the rest of us.
Well, if you know Squishy, you know he likes to have flair. Likes to show off a little bit.
Yeah, he tried to dribble again at the end of that last one, but Matt had nothing with that. He's like, on to the next game.
So despite the rocky start for Cloud9, they're starting to run away with it. Now on match point against Ghost. Lethamyr taps it by Torment, trying to make the 1v1 play. Leth off the wall. Zane is going to chase that up, and he misses the ball. Chance for a counterattack. Gimmick over to Squishy. Squishy is going to pop it into the corner. Lethamyr going for the air dribble. Zane Jackie trying to read it. He does. That shot knocked aside by Gimmick.
Right idea, though. For Lethamyr, I wanted to see one of 2 things this series from him. Either A, share it with the team. Use it to support him. Use that mechanical skill on defense and allow your 2 teammates to set up. That's kind of how it started out, but now I want to see the opposite. Lead the charge. Do what Squishy's doing. Really get into a position so you can pass it down and allow Matt to put some of these shots in, because he's been relatively quiet this series.
And we've seen how good of a scorer Matt can be. In week number 1, his last-second goals were so fun to watch. But he has not been much of a factor so far in this game. Torment challenging Zane here. Squishy's going to take it. Gimmick also going for that one, but he has time to recover. Shot in from Gimmick, and that's going to find it. Gimmick takes the lead for Cloud9.
So unfortunate. You saw Zane Jackie rotating back initially and ended up bumping it into that corner. In that situation, he made another touch to try and buy some time for his team, but because Lethamyr did not go up immediately on that touch, he's in this nowhere land in between, and they're able to play it right on past. It's the stuff that we've seen plague Ghost all season long, this overlapping issue.
And now pass over. Gimmick looking for Squishy. Starting to come out of it. Gimmick, he was called off early enough when Squishy went up for that ball. And a pre-jump there, Gimmick trying to hit Squishy in the air. You can tell Cloud9 is feeling it.
You need to be careful, though. You cannot count out this Ghost team. We know what they're capable of. All it takes is one goal to tie it back up.
Oh, and a hard shot. That one just hitting the post. Gimmick so close. Now Torment. What on earth was that? A ground pinch shot. Ball's still in danger. They're hitting every single post and crossbar they can imagine. Cloud9, that's about as close as you can come to scoring without actually putting it in the net.
That is why they cannot take this Ghost team lightly. I get the pre-jumps, they look cool, but they need to close this one out. It is a trip to land.
Just one goal lead, so this could easily be gotten right back into by Ghost. But a numbers advantage right now. Gimmick's going to turn around, try to hit it over to Torment, over to Squishy. The team passing play off the backboard, broken up by Lethamyr. And now Gimmick off the sidewall. Squishy's there, takes control. Gimmick wins 2 balls here. Chance for Torment. Torment with a strong shot in. Lethamyr made the save.
Ton of double commits from Ghost on defense. Just this overwhelming pressure from Cloud9. A lot of teams actually talk about how they dislike playing Cloud9 in scrims because they send everything. They don't feel as if they have anything to lose. And because of that, they go for this really overwhelming style of offense. For them to bring that in a match like this is so difficult to play against, but all it takes is one mistake.
We're starting to see Cloud9 break out of the shell that they've been in these past 3 series. Now a chance for Torment. Passes it in the middle, a demo. It's the right idea from Squishy. Torment perhaps trying to pass it down to Squishy though. Squishy going for the demo instead.
Really good play by Gimmick as well. Didn't have the initial play in. He was gonna get dunked on if he did. So instead he goes for a double fake and then plays it back inside. Really well done.
Matt getting beat by Torment, who beats also Lethamyr. Gimmick popping it up. Challenged by Zane. Matt in this corner. Passes it over to Lethamyr. Lethamyr with the shot. Saved by Squishy. Perfect positioning. Now Torment going for the clear attempt. A shot from Matt was strong. Squishy got the block. Lethamyr able to prevent Squishy from getting the counterattack goal. Now Zane gets it by Torment with Squishy. There to get the stop. Lethamyr gave up possession. Torment over to the Gimmick. Gimmick takes his time. He's going to pass it out right to Torment, and Torment misses wide. But a shockingly good pass from Gimmick right there. Now Torment off the backboard. Gimmick with the shot blocked by Lethamyr. Final 10 seconds. Cloud9 closing this out. Matt with the save. Torment gonna try to kill this ball. Final chance for Ghost. Lethamyr up. That's blocked. Matt gets the touch. Zane keeps it alive. Gimmick off the wall. Matt's keeping it up. That's gonna be too far out of reach. Cloud9 close out the series. They'll be moving on, and they will be in the World Championship.